My guy Henry. Come on up, Henry. What's going on, bro?
What's good? What's good, Johnny?
Good to see you, man.
My man.
What's going on, man? I know I need to be asking you some questions.
Yeah, so hey man, I'm over here following you, man, just living the dream, brother. I appreciate everything that you do, man. For real, for real.
Man,
Um,
most definitely, man. I thank you. I appreciate you and the action that you already taken, bro. Y'all crushing in Augusta, Georgia. Shout out to Henry, man.
yeah, but my question though, so when it comes to bank financing, what is your strategy for getting bank um I guess to buy into to your ideas? Because I know that banks a lot of them like to invest in real estate. So what is your strategy for convincing them to give you loans and things like that?
Man, no, that's a great question. That's a great question because the thing is, you got to understand that the bank is there to one to make money, and then two is to do it in a way where they're not overly exposed or they don't incur a whole lot of extra risk. And so one of the things with that is one, you need to have a business plan when you walk into the bank because the thing is, everybody comes in there saying, "Oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that," but you need to come in there and separate yourself from day one for them to take you serious. That hey, you got a succinct business plan that's been well thought out. You got everything lined out on your market analysis, who your avatar is for your customer, how you gonna make money, what's your competitive advantage that you're bringing to the marketplace. And then, on the real estate side, you need to bring in like, hey, this is a potential deal, or this is our portfolio that we have already. These are the assets that we manage. This is our experience. This is my bio. And we talk about that where you kind of go in with a slide deck and a PowerPoint, and you give that to them like, hey, this is my company, this is what we stand for, this is our mission, our values that we stand for, this is our experience, and this is the area that we're looking to buy, and we're looking to partner with you, the bank. We're looking for financial partners, and look at this as a long term. I know you guys are big about investing in the community, and you want to be able to give back and be able to invest in local projects. And so I definitely see this as something where we can build a long term relationship. And like, hey, this is the most recent deal that we bought. We underwrite. Usually I try to achieve like a 1.3 debt service coverage ratio. And we always want to be able to come in with at least a 12% cash on cash return. It's like, hey, yeah, take a look at this. It's like when you walk in there, you start talking that talk. That's why you got to have the knowledge and you know how to present it to them. And when you go in and like, hey, no, this brother knows what he's talking about. He understands the risk. He understands where we need to be at from a debt service coverage ratio in order to make sure that we have our margins. He's got the right credit score, or he has somebody on his team with the right credit score. And he has somebody with the right experience managing this type of asset. And once you align those things, then boom, you're ready to go.
Hey man, hey, those nuggets, man. They
That's it.
dropping those bombs, man.
And that's the thing. That's why we sit down and put the package together before you go in the bank. You sit down and put that together where it's like, okay, let's review everything. Let's have it lined up. Let's do a profile analysis on who's the decision maker at the bank. Let's talk to some other local investors. Let's see if anybody, because we can go into the record and see who all has closed loans with them and they got a mortgage with it. So now we can talk to these other investors that done deals with them. It's like, hey, can you give me a warm introduction to them versus me going in cold to the bank? Let me do a warm introduction to so and so. Like, oh yeah, man, we go to church together. Oh man, we frat brothers. That's my boy. And now you come in, he shake your hand like, oh yeah, Bob already told me all about you, what y'all doing, how much money you need. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's go. But that's how those deals, that's how that stuff happens. And so that's what I really love about credit unions, because it is kind of a little bit of kind of the hookup, the good boy network. But you just got to get in and just present yourself the right way and let people know you about your business.
Okay, so part two to my question. So this is like the worst case scenario if you don't have the hookup, right? And you're
Mm-hmm.
doing your initial, because I'm about to go to a couple of my local credit unions here in the
Okay.
next few days. Um, so what would be like the intro, like talking points for my first meeting with them. Like I want to set up a business account and all that. So what is like the intro to like kind of get them on the brain working on what my vision is with them and how
Okay,
I can help them grow as well.
gotcha. Have you confirmed that they do like commercial lending on the real estate side? I think definitely check their website out, verify that first.
Okay.
After you do that, like I said, give you that deal deck. Let's chat so I can send you over the PowerPoint so you can put that. If you want to have that presentation, you want to have something that you can leave behind with them on just your experience, what you've done, and just your business in general. Usually they're gonna want to see probably your last 2 years tax returns, and they're definitely probably gonna want to see your PFS, your personal financial statement. So you want to have those things together and ready. They may not ask for it. They're gonna need it when you get a deal for sure. But a lot of times they want to underwrite you up front. And so when the deal comes in, they want to go ahead like, oh, I already approved you for 2 million. You good. So now go shop, find something. So they may ask for those documents so you can walk in with them ahead of time with your integrity book about your business and present that. But it's really just a conversation. Just say, hey, how are things going? I want to introduce myself. We're definitely looking to continue to grow our business, and we're looking to for banking partners as well, and kind of just want to see a little bit more about the different products that you guys offer, and see potentially if our business would be a good fit. Then you can just say, understand, like, I know the Federal Reserve just raised the rates a quarter point again, and I know the lending products are changing. Just kind of see how that's impacting you guys. So because the thing that you want to let them know is that you're an astute investor, that you know what you're talking about. So throw something out like that, that you're tracking the market, and then just kind of see what they come back with, and like what decisions they're making on their lending practices, or they tighten up like their loan to values, things like that that can come out from that. And because you want to make a really good first impression.
Right. Right. Man, I appreciate you like always, man. And I'm definitely gonna set up that one-on-one with you.
Okay, most definitely, we're gonna get that done. All right, great question. Anybody else? We're right at 9 o'clock. I want to be respectful of people's time, but I will answer one more question if anybody else has another question. No more questions. Y'all have a great night. Oh, we got one coming up. Who we got? Oh, there he is. What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? What's up? Can you hear me good?
Loud and clear, brother.
Man, that's what's up, man. You did an awesome presentation tonight, dude. Look,
Thanks, bro.
yeah, you did a really good presentation. Look, I can't wait until we do the 96, man. That's gonna be real. That's gonna be really nice. Man, I just want to just back you up on everything you said. For anybody that's in the chat, I can't see the chat right now, man, but I think it's the time right now to take action, jump on the call, and see what your goals are and start taking action, man. This is the time right now where, we're already, I'm gonna say that we're already in a recession. They're not gonna say it, but we're moving into murky waters. But it's a time where, there's definitely deals out there. I got a deal that came across my desk. It was like 281 units, but they want you to assume the loan at 3%, and his interest only, but turn around the principal, and what I'm saying. Then another 56 units down here where the owner ain't making no money off the deal and looking for some creative financing situation, working on that. So, man, it's the time to get the education now. Don't wait until this time is over. You had 95 recession, you had 2008, 2007, 2008, and now this is the time, man, to get in now. And this is going they say it's going to be the biggest transfer of wealth ever in history. So this is the time, man, to really, really learn. And my own personal testimony, man, of being a cop for 6 years. After doing a few fix and flips and getting those 96 units, I was able to leave my job and do this full time now. I got a few flips going on right now, and looking at some multifamily units. So, I mean, it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. So it's just time to take action and really put in that work, just like what Johnny said.
That's it, man.
Yeah, most
Salute,
definitely,
brother.
most
I'm
definitely.
super proud of you, man. You crushed it beyond my wildest dream. When I started talking about mentoring people, and it's like, who would have ever thought you know, the level of success that you've achieved in such a short amount of time. It's just mind blowing, man.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. So I saw Henry Scott, man, he was asking those questions. You know, my best advice for man, get into the community, get into the program and start soaking in that knowledge. Because one of the biggest things Johnny said
Oh
is
yeah,
that,
you know, Henry already tapped in.
yeah, okay.
Yep.
And so that's a perfect example, man. Like, you know, man, going to these credit unions, if you don't know what you're talking about, they'll have the conversation with you. But as soon as they hang up, they're gonna be like, man, that joke ain't finna do nothing. And how I know, because I talk to bankers, I talk to brokers, and they talk about people when they get on the phone
Yep.
with you, and
Sure
they can see right through that stuff you think you know what you're talking about. So get the education, know what you're talking about, knowing how to structure deals. There's not a script. Um, there's not a script because they're gonna ask you questions that is gonna come out of left field. You don't know the answer to. Some answers is cold. It's fine to say, hey, I really don't know the answer to that. You know, I've never heard of that. You know, like the broker today was telling me, like, hey man, have you ever thought about converting over some of these hotels to multifamilies? Never done in my life. He said a few people are buying deals like that. I said, I really don't know much about that, man. I'll do some research on that, you know. But I didn't say no, and I did let him know that's something I need to learn and things of that nature. But we built a
Right.
relationship enough to where he's cool enough with maybe even teaching me or give me resources. You just never know. You never know. I mean, these people turning over these little, what they call these little motels with these extended stays. They're turning over those little kitchenettes to multifamily. The city is permitting, letting them doing it, zoning it because they want that stuff out their communities, man. And it'd be some good value add for some investors. Am I going to do it? Nah, that ain't my bread and butter. Like Johnny, you got to put in 10,000 hours worth of work, man, and hone in on that particular skill. Then go to the next thing, man, if you want to. So, you know, but yeah.
Build a team that got the hours.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, man. Even with me finding those units, man, the first thing I did was I thought underwrote it a little bit. I said, man, Johnny, I want you to take a look at this. And you know, Johnny was able to get the debt on it based on his experience. He was able to find people that trust him, that was able to invest. Me on the end, I found the property management, got the vendor for the contractor, walked them, traveling back and forth, you know, putting out fires and things of that nature, taking calls, sending emails and stuff, just being the ground guy, man, and walking through the whole due diligence. So it takes a team, man, and it's definitely worth it. So yeah, man, that's my spiel. Get the education, you know.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I tell people education without execution is entertainment.
Yeah.
And I ain't in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
But that's what's up, bro. I appreciate you, man.
No.
That's it for the night, man. We a few minutes over, but I think it's definitely been good. Info, Andrew. No, most definitely, Andrew. Let's set up the strategy session, brother. We'll take care of you with the link there. The link there in the chat, and if not, then I'll shoot you a DM on Facebook. All right. Well, that's it, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed tonight. Hopefully, you guys took something away from it. And then I'll see you guys next Wednesday. If you're interested in the mentorship program, grab the link or shoot me a DM message, and we'll get you guys hooked up. Y'all have a blessed night.